Hey there, welcome to Wealth and Wellness Wednesday. Wealth and Wellness Wednesday is the show where we tell you what to do to make the connection between your money and your mindset while creating mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional health. I'm your host, Kene Porter, best-selling author, speaker, and financial therapist. We have been talking about the habits of highly prosperous people, and we're going to continue with habit number 19. So habit number 19 is have prosperous friends. Another way to say that is have friends with money, right? Or just rich friends, rich in life. Friends that you can benefit from and who can benefit from you. Have you ever heard the term, your network determines your net worth? Well, it's true. There was a study done. And this study showed that you were within a certain percentage of your top 5 friends or your closest 5 friends. So the people that you spend the most time with will kind of determine how close you get to your idea of prosperity. So the idea here is to hang out with people who have either similar ideas as you or higher ideas as you, or who are just really diligent about reaching their idea of prosperity. So remember, I said your top 5 friends. So not every single one of your friends has to have the exact same ideas that you have, but you definitely need to have similar values, similar principles, and you all should be working towards your idea of prosperity. Once you know your idea of prosperity and you have prosperous friends around you, you'll feel comfortable sharing it with them. Then once you share it with your prosperous friends, they will hold you accountable. They will make sure that you stay on track, not by keeping up with the Joneses, but by saying, hey, you know that thing you wanted to do? I just heard that somebody over here could help you do it. And they'll connect you with that person. Prosperous friends usually connect you with resources to help you reach your best and highest good. That's what's awesome about having prosperous friends. The other thing about that is it helps you give as well, because you can then show them what they can do to get to their best and highest good. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's reciprocity. So you give and you receive. You give and you receive. But you can't really do that when you're around takers. When all of your friends, when your top 5 friends are just sucking the life out of you, how do you expect to grow? That's a real question. That's not even rhetorical. How do you expect to grow? If everybody is sucking the life out of you, how then will you grow? You won't. That's it. You will not. So you have to make sure that your top 5 friends share the same values, principles, that they give as much as they take, and you do the same. Because if you're doing the math and you say to yourself, wait a minute, I have taken more than my fair share, I am not giving to my friends, then you must adjust your behavior so that you can become somebody's top 5 friends, in somebody's top 5 friends list. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is why having prosperous friends is important. So I want to give you a few tips, as I usually do, to walk away with. But before I do that, I want to tell you something. If you'd like a low-cost consultation with me, go to presidentiallifestyle.com. Actually, no, you can do that, of course. But click the link in this video and you can schedule a low-cost consultation with me. There's also a questionnaire, that link in this video. So go ahead and click on that link. Fill out the questionnaire and see where you are. And oh my gosh, something great is coming. You can take the money mentality quiz right on our website. presidentiallifestyle.com/money-quiz. presidentiallifestyle.com/money-quiz. I'll also put it in the link to this video so you can go there and take your money mentality quiz, because when you know your money mentality, then you can begin to adjust it, but also do the things that are good that you're already doing. Do more of them, because a lot of people think that money will make you evil or greedy. Not true. Money makes you more of who you are. So if you're already greedy, then money may make you greedy. But if you're a generous person, then money will make you more generous. And you can search the world over for people just like you and make them your top 5 friend, one of your top 5 friends, and you can have prosperous friends around you, and you can reach your best and highest good. So hang around prosperous people, and they hold you accountable. They hold you, they help you reach your idea of prosperity. They help you get to your best and highest good. And when this is happening, you begin to feel more confident about yourself, and you begin to feel more confident about your financial future. And how this addresses your health is that when you feel more confident, you then do things quite differently. An insecure person holds in a lot of what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and their feelings are negative. Negative feelings create negative chemistry in your body, and that negative chemistry creates disease. So just by being more confident and not insecure, more confidence, raising your confidence can create better chemistry in your body, which then creates a better health, because you don't have that toxic energy in your body. You don't have that negative vibe inside of you. And when you feel more confident, then other people around you feel more confident. I tell you, have you ever experienced going in a room, being in a room, and then somebody really confident walks into the room, and then you're like, "Ooh, who is he or who is she?" Right? And the air in the room just changes, right? Because their energy is so big. And when you have that big energy, it creates really positive chemistry in your body, which is like love. You're sending out this love because you love yourself, you'll love others, you love what you do, you love the people around you. It's just this really incredible energy, and it feels so good to feel it, but it also feels good to share it. So I would say inkling by inkling. I know if you're not a confident person already, just telling you to become confident is not going to make you confident, but work at it one step at a time. But here's some tips. So for finding those prosperous people, if you have a ton of takers in your life, and you can find out by reading my book, The Art of Starting Over. There's a little story and some questions around finding out if you're a taker or the people in your life are takers. Now, if the people in your life are adding value to your life, then keep them. If, however, they have not given you any energy to continue to give to them, then you have to evaluate that friendship. And there is nothing wrong with deleting friends. If it's time to move on, it's time to move on. You know the saying goes, people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. You need to determine if this person is a reason person, a season person, or a lifetime person. And if they're a season person, then determine if that season is over. And that's okay. The season can end. And when the season ends, it's time for you to get new friends, prosperous friends, friends who have the same values and principles you do. So when you evaluate those friendships, really check deep inside and say, do my friends have the same values, principles, standards, drive that I do? And if they don't, then there's nothing wrong with them. It's just that they can't be in your top 5. You can't spend the majority of your time with them. You need to adjust, shift your lifestyle so that you are spending less time with takers and more time with givers like you. Now, again, if you are that taker, then that's what you need to adjust. Adjust you so that you are more generous with your time, your energy, and even your money, so that you begin to give out what you need to receive, because when you give, you do receive. And I know society has taught us that it's better to give than receive, but that is not true. It's good to give and receive. It's better to give and receive, right? Because if you are a giver, then there is somebody who is receiving. And are you better than that person? No, you're not. You are just in a position at that time to give. And one day you will need to receive. This is why you need to have prosperous friends in your life. Because when you have prosperous friends in your life, they can give you exactly what you need, and you can give it back. And yes, it does feel good to give. So when you are in a position to give, give. And even when you feel like you're not in a position to give, I bet you if you push yourself or be creative, you can find something to give, whether it's your energy, whether it's your time, whether it's your expertise. It may not be your money that day. And sometimes money isn't enough anyway. I mean, think about it. How many of you have a friend that just has everything? Like everything. There's no reason to give them money or buy them gifts because they have everything. What do you think is the most important to this friend? Maybe your quality time. Maybe doing something for them that they can't do for themselves. Maybe a kind or sweet word. Maybe saying thank you or that you appreciate them. Maybe that showing them something they haven't seen before. Not that they can't afford to go see it themselves, but take them somewhere and allow them to learn something, because usually prosperous people enjoy learning. So I say have prosperous friends around you, but I'm also challenging you to be a prosperous friend. And when you challenge yourself, then you begin to grow. And when you grow, more prosperous people want to be around you. So when you become what you want to attract, that is when you'll have a prosperous life. Okay, so I know that might have sounded like a little bit cart before the horse, right? Well, you can be, like I describe myself as a New York Times bestselling author, highly paid, highly sought after international speaker. Now, am I a New York Times bestselling author? Not quite yet. But when I'm going to sleep, that is what I say to myself. I am a New York Times bestselling author. And when I go outside into the world, I present myself like I'm a New York Times bestselling author. I mean, come on. When you listen to these videos, do I sound like I believe this stuff, or does it sound like I don't believe this stuff? Right, I believe it. So if I'm going out into the world as if I believe that I'm a New York Times bestselling author, it's only a matter of time before I become that. So that's what I mean when you act as if, when you become inside first, when you feel it inside that you are that person, then the way that people see you will be that. People will see me as a New York Times bestselling author, and then they'll buy my book. So that is the way it goes. It just happens that way. But you've got to see it in order to believe it. Like, just believe it, see it inside yourself. In order to become it, you have to first see it inside yourself, be it. And when you have friends, prosperous friends, that's evidence. That's evidence. So a lot of times we maybe don't want to be friends with the prosperous people because, one, maybe we don't think we're worthy. We're worth it. We're good enough. You are good enough. You can hang around prosperous people. In fact, prosperous people love for people who are growing to hang around them, because then it creates more growth in their life. If you're growing, then they can grow while watching you grow, because you don't want to stand still. You don't want to stay stagnant. You want to keep growing. So if you have people in your life who are growing, and who better to have in your life than somebody who is growing? So even if you're prosperous already, then find somebody who is growing, who is continuing their prosperity, who knows what their idea of prosperity is, and get them in your top 5. Once you have them in your top 5, you guys can grow together. And that is our Wealth and Wellness Wednesday for today. So you got your tips. You know what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. And I get it. We can't always do what we're supposed to do. Sometimes our mind's telling us to stop, or it's getting in our way, and you have some prosperity blocks. I get it. If that is the case, go to presidentiallifestyle.com/courses and take one of my courses. The Prosperity Club is probably the best and highest course you can take, and it will get you to your prosperity, your idea of prosperity. And you get one-on-one coaching with me. However, you may not be quite ready for that. So no matter what, go to presidentiallifestyle.com/courses. See what we have available for you. Maybe you just join our list. Maybe you just take our money quiz. presidentiallifestyle.com/courses is a great way for you to continue to grow, and invite your friends so that you guys are growing together. It doesn't have to be lonely at the top. You can take people with you, and I'm taking you with me. So go ahead and click the link in this video and get your low cost consultation with me. It's going to be so prosperous. So from now on, today until next Wednesday, have a prosperous week. I'll see you soon.